My teacher's making me do a review for a game. I choose Warframe.
The coming of age, the stirring of purpose, within the slumber over and over we will ascend. The coming of age, disturbing the surface, connect each other over and over to see the end and dream again. We dream again, to see the end, we dream again.
So I'm pretty sure the big question most of you guys had when I said I choose Warframe is, what is Warframe? Well, Warframe is a sci-fi shooter, or sci-fi third-person shooter with MMO-like elements. It's a looter game, a game you're going to spend a lot of time on and play a lot on. And that's basically it. You're going to spend a lot of time on tile sets that are not the same as this one that I'm currently on, but very similar to the one I'm currently on. They're gonna have, There's a million things to do in this game, and I find myself getting bored and looking to find things to do. Even though I already know there's plenty of things to do. Like, there's probably more things to do in this game than any game I've ever heard, or I've ever played. And I'm gonna touch on this later, but I'm gonna say it now. The people in this game are so nice. Seriously, this game is, despite having the large size, it doesn't have as toxic as a community as you think it would. Because I don't even know why. It has one of the bigger communities in the gaming, consistently being top 5 on Steam. You're gonna hear me say that a million times, probably. And yet, the community is really nice. They're willing to help out a newer player instead of just going, aha, scrub, get good. Like, seriously. How many people do you know on, like, Call of Duty would say that? Pretty sure a good all of them. Let's be real here for a second. If you were on Call of Duty and you saw some dude just getting his butt handed to him, what would you say? Probably that he sucks. Well, most Warframe people say that too, but they're actually willing to help you. If you're getting downed like 7 times in a game, by the way, you can only down 3 times, so that means you're really bad, then they're willing to help you. A friend of mine, over console, his name is Swift Jacob, and he was in the same boat. He was a noob. He had no idea what he was doing, and that's what me and another friend, his name is Juan the Goat, did. We helped him out. Got him through the star chart, got him a shut up, computer! Sorry. Got him through the star chart and all that. Of course, I've seen my fair share of toxic people. Like, probably my most hated one would have to be the one dude who was actually downing me. Because in one of the maps, you can down your own teammates. It's really stupid. It's not supposed to really be used to down your teammates. If I'm correct, it's called a death laser, and it goes in like this quarter of a circle? Yeah, it goes in like a quarter of a circle from the defense pod, and it just hits everything that's in front of it. So if you're in front of it, you're gonna get hit. And you're gonna take damage. And actually, you're not gonna take damage, you're gonna die. Like, you're just straight up gonna die. And there's nothing you can do about it. What he would do is, while I'm over there just smacking the enemies around a bit, maybe probably with this thing right here, he would activate the laser, kill me, run over to me, and start teabagging me. He wouldn't revive me, and he'd just sit there and let me die. Okay? To most people, I think we can all agree, that'd be, oh my god, I'm gonna kill you levels of anger. Okay? Okay. So, yeah. I believe I've touched on what this game... Well, I will be touching on what this game is, the history of the game, and my thoughts on everything in the game that I'm currently using. Okay? So, the history of the game is going to be coming up first. I'm going to separate these into scenes. So, scene 1 was our intro, or scene 1 was my intro, sorry. Scene 2 will be the history. So, there you go. Scene 2 is coming up right now. Hope you guys enjoy it. Oh, and by the way, if this wasn't like an assignment in my class, I probably would not do something like this, because I know I'm pretty sure I have more than 1,000 hours in this game, because I know life the living crap out of it, or I used to. I still play it, but it's more meh now. It's more, yeah, I'll play it every once in a while if I get bored. But yeah. So the reason why I wouldn't make something like this normally is because I would say I'd be wrong. Okay, I'd like say things that would be completely wrong, and people would just get mad at me for that and call me crap. And just give me crap for it, and I'm not looking for crap, okay? But I have an assignment, and if I don't do my assignment, I don't get to play games. So, I do my assignments. Hey guys, I'm back for scene 2. Well, except not really, because scene 2 got cut. Okay, here's what happened. So the video was already about an hour long, as of being done with it right now. So, if I would have left the scene 2 of me talking about the history of Warframe and everything that went down in its development cycle, the video probably would have been about 2 hours long. So, the whole history didn't make the cut. All you need to know is Warframe's development cycle was a rough one. It was a really, really rough one. Yeah. If you want to learn more, there'll be a link in the description to a YouTuber by the name of NoClip. If you already know him, then you'll probably know he did a video on Warframe's past, where he actually sat down and talked to Steve Sinclair, Geoff, I think his name is. I call him Geoff because I like it. James, I don't know his last name, and Rebecca Ford, the community manager. And he had to sit down and he talked with all of them just because he was doing a review of the game. So, if you really want to see the history of Warframe, which, if you're not interested in the game, then why would you? But, if you are interested and you want to know the history, check him out. He probably can explain everything a lot better than I can. Hey guys, I'm back for scene 3, the storyline. The storyline of Warframe is a kind of confusing one. It's not really explained all that much. Shut up, Ortis. It's not explained all that much. In fact, what I'm going to be covering, because I have someone who's already done complete videos on the thing I'm not covering, I'm going to be covering what happens after the game begins, which is not much, let me tell you that. Not much at all. Okay? If you want to know what happens before the game, all the lore, and with that has to do with the factions and all them, then check out a guy called Warframe. I'll leave his channel link in the description. He does videos on the lore of Warframe. And if he doesn't have something, then, well, somebody else probably does as well. Okay? So, after you first wake up in Warframe, when Lotus tells you to wake up, Tenno, get your butt out of bed, you're late for school! Well, what do you do? Your first goal is to get off the planet you're on. So, you do that. You'll be on a quest called Vor's Prize. You can read this right here if you want, but I'm just going to keep talking. What Vor's Prize is this guy, Captain Vor, butt ugly son of a duck here, is trying to capture you and take you to his queens, as he says, my queens. So, you obviously have to stop this, and once you do, you have to do some more stuff and complete the quest. I haven't played the quest in forever, so I can't tell you exactly what happens. But, once you're done with that, you progress through the star chart, get yourself the Howl of the Kubro mission, and you'll eventually get all of these missions, or all of these quests right here. But first, what you want to be going for, if you're thinking quest-wise, of course, what you want to be going for is the Second Dream. The Second Dream is probably Warframe's very first and best cinematic quest. Apparently I can replay the quest as well. Oh, I might want to do that later on. I might do that later on. Maybe I can get some gameplay. The second dream here is arguably Warframe's very first cinematic questline. After that comes the War Within, which is essentially the same thing. It's the second cinematic questline to Warframe. Alright? Apparently I can replay this quest as well, but can't see it for crap. Other than that, all of these other quests, I bet you anything I can name off the quests that give you specific Warframes. Let's see, Saya's Vigil. The Arcwing technically gives you a Warframe. Limbo Theorem gives you a Warframe. Chains of Harrow and Hidden Mysteries, along with the Sacrifice, Sands of Inaros, the Silver Grove, and Octavia's Anthem, Glass Gamut, and yeah, those all give you Warframes, right? Hey, yeah, they all give you Warframes. They're not really story-driven quests, but they're there because, yeah. New Strange here is meant for, I believe, it gives you the Chroma Blueprint, alright. So yeah, this one also gives you a Warframe. Other than some of these Warframes being accessible to you, like Octavia here, being accessible through Octavia's Anthem quest, most of the quests, aside from the second dream and the War Within, aren't the greatest things in the world. In fact, you're not going to spend much time really wanting to do these quests other than just to get them out of your way. Actually, Hallow the Kubro here is pretty good. I wouldn't say it's bad, but yeah. Sentinels are still better than companions. So, that does it for Scene 3. I know it's a very short one, but that's just recapping what you should go for and what you should go for story-wise and all that. So, on to Scene 4, which should be... I might have to check my notes. It should be... I'm going to check my notes here. I am so going to check my notes here. Okay, this is where the kill comes in. This is where... Scene 4 is where I'm going to show you guys how to play this game, what to do, and what everything means. Hey guys, I'm back. Scene 4. Time to figure out how you use and how to play Warframe. Warframe is a game that heavily depends on your movement system. Where most games, they'll have your speed class, they'll have your medium class, and they'll have your tank slow class. Okay? This game is all about moving fast regardless of your class. Yes, there still are your tanks, and there still are your healers, and there's all that. But this game focuses around being fast-paced. Very fast-paced. Gunfights end very fastly. They're just fast. Very fast. Really fast. So I'm going to talk really fast and really crappy for the rest of the video. I'm not that stupid. Okay, why? I don't even know you. Oh, wait, yes, I do. Oh. Well, that's getting edited out. I might actually leave it in because I said it's getting edited out. Anyway, I showed you guys in Scene 3, there's this thing right here. If you guys can read, which I hope that you all can. The Foundry. And then you have probably the most confusing thing in Warframe, the mods. Your mod station is your best friend when it comes to finding what you're looking for. All of these yellow, golden, bluish, silver, white, and bronzish, brown, orange. These are your mods. These guys are your best friends. You're going to want these, you're going to love these, you're going to need these, and if you want to do anything, well, you're going to need them. And that's about it. Let me tell you this now. Most of the weapons and warframes in this game are not trash. There are a couple of them that are complete garbage no matter what you do to them. However, most of the weapons in this game, whether it's a gun, whether it's a knife, whether it's a acid spitting, or I don't even know what this thing shoots, like the plasma shotgun. And then you freaking got this monstrosity right here. This is probably the greatest thing I've ever used in the game. This thing is basically a... Well, most people like to say it's this thing, but with a jet engine on the back. This thing is the Opticore. I'm going to briefly talk about this thing, because let me just say... this thing is beautiful. It's retardedly satisfying to use, and it hurts. A lot! Like, I'm not even joking, this thing can kill pretty much everything in the game in one shot. If you've ever played Doom, this is Warframe's version of the BFG. Yeah. Anyway, but we're not here to talk about that. Alright, so now, I'm going to show you guys the movement. This is the funnest part of Warframe. This is what... Oh, good lord, Warframe. You really don't like me right now. Screw you too, Warframe. Screw you too. Of course, while I'm recording. Doesn't do this any other time, but when I'm recording. Good lord. Alright. I swear there's like a training kind of obstacle course area. Where is it? Oh, wait. Is it... Training... Ah, here we go. Is this. Okay. Ignoring this. As you guys can probably see, Warframe wants you to be fast. Warframe wants you to be able to move, and be able to move like a ninja. In fact, if y'all know the Warframe slogan, well, ninjas play for... I missed. Totally. No, I didn't. Haha, suck it. I didn't miss that one. If y'all know the slogan for Warframe, well, here you go. Ninjas play free. The Warframe are the space ninjas. Every Warframe that you play as is a space ninja. And what do those space ninjas do? Well, they're ninjas. What do you think they're doing? They're jumping on walls, flying across the air, and cutting things' heads off. That's exactly what I just fell off the map. Great. And... bap, 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 boop, bap, bap, whoop, ba-doop. I keep hitting the wrong button. Oh, oh, I see what you're trying to do there. Alright, you wanna play like that game? Okay. That's the wrong button. Don't look. I'm not. Nothing's going on. Okay. Wait for it, and that's the wrong button. There you go. And oh crap. I was attempting to bullet jump there. It didn't work out so well. See? What the freak? Why doesn't it let me bullet jump? What? Oh, zipline. No, we're not doing that right now. Hold on. I'm gonna do this until I get it. Where's my... Why can't I bullet jump? There we go. There's the bullet jump. Apparently, if you go too far over the thing, it says screw you. Oh, really? You're doing that? Okay, okay. I see what you're doing now. Yep. Ba-doop. Ba-dup. Ba-dup. Yep. 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 And there you go. Boom. Done. And zip line. Nope. There we go. Got that. Got through that one. There's some huge gaps in this game you have to jump across, or else it doesn't exactly go the way you planned. So, the point of Warframe's combat is not to just sit back and do what you would do with most Call of Duty games, aka just, die! I'm dead! Now to respawn, okay, bye-bye. Yeah, the point of Warframe is to basically be doing this the whole time. Okay, not that, don't do that. That's not the point. The game, essentially the game wants you to be a flippin' ninja, cutting things heads off while you're flying through the air and murdering everything. In fact, I should probably have a gameplay. I should probably have a clip of me just murdering everything with a Gwendal while flying through the air like a madman. Should I be using the Ignis? Ooh. Who's a good ninja? Who's a good ninja? Alright, the last thing I'm going to tell you guys is what most people think about this game. This is what happens when 90% of players not 90%. Actually, yeah, 100% of people who have played Warframe and say it's pay to win, this is what they have done. Okay? If you ever hear someone say Warframe is pay to win, this is exactly what they've done. They've stood up from right here, turned around, walked down here to the arsenal, got into it, found right here where you can get all your Warframes, saw that whatever Warframe they thought was cool, let's go with Ivara here, had a platinum price and said this game is pay to win. When they didn't do what most people should have. Actually, Ivara is probably about. Hold on. Let's do Loki. Let's do normal Loki. If, let's say someone looked at Loki here. You know, they're looking through it and they're like, oh, this Warframe's really cool. Oh, wait. You have to buy it with platinum, the game's in-game currency. So, you can either press A, or if you're smart, which some people apparently aren't. Yeah. Sorry if that offended anybody. I'm not taking it back, because, seriously. Seriously. I'm not going to edit that out either. If you go ahead and either press this right here, or just hit the right bumper, oh my god, look, it's a flippin' miracle. You can actually get Warframe parts and to make the Warframe just by doing stuff. You can get the parts in-game. Oh my god, this is revolutionary. Ugh, I'm such a retard. So, I've been wanting to have a go again and get another Warframe that I long sold and has long been forgotten, but will come back soon. Let me see if I already... How many pieces do I... Okay, I only have the Neuroptics then. Oh, that sucks. I don't even have the blueprint. Okay, let's find him real quick. The Warframe I want to get, just because I passed him. Where'd he go? Where is he? What? There he is. Okay, I'm blind. It's Rhino. This right here is your tank. This is essentially the dude that's gonna take up all the damage and not, well, because of this ability right here. He's the guy that's gonna take the damage and just say, what? Did you just hit me? Huh. Your bullets feel like tickling. Yo, I got an itch right here. Shoot me with that RPG real quick. Oh, thanks. That's been there for quite a while now. Holy crap, this is going on half an hour. Okay, let me get through this. If I press right bumper, I can get the blueprint, and all it takes is the Rhino Neuroptics chassis and system and 1 gallium. 1 gallium's a resource you can get on Mars, while the Neuroptics chassis and systems, I should have bought the blueprint right there. Actually, I have a coupon. Hold on. I'm gonna use my coupon. No, come on. Coupon. There you go. Yay, coupons. Okay. You get the Neuroptics chassis and system by heading over to, I believe it's Venus, and killing this fudge face right here. Look at that guy. That guy's got a face only a mother could love. Yeah, isn't he cute? No, I didn't think so. Okay. There we go. Oh, gee! See this? That's what happens when you're using a Loki to fight a flippin' boss. Loki is not meant for bosses. Why didn't I change? Oh, jeez. Alright, here we go. At the mission success screen, as you can see, I got the Rhino Systems blueprint, the Blunderbuss mod, polymer bundles, and field run samples, and 1,500 credits. That's great. Okay? For a new player, something like that is great. Like, you need that. A mod, along with a field drawn sample, and a Warframe part are very useful. Obviously, it says Rhino Systems Blueprint, so you're going to actually have to build that. Oh, hey, here's another thing. If you guys remember from scene 1, I believe, where I was telling you guys, where I talked to you guys about everything that's going to be going on in this video, I was fighting this guy right here. His name is the Stalker, and he's a duck. He is a duck. Okay? He likes to come in and kill and attempt to kill you. But seriously, he's a pushover, too. With the right weapons, he's a pushover. For a new player, he's probably going to kill you. But for me, he's a pushover. As you saw from that first screen, I basically shot him twice and he died. It's not that hard. Okay. Now, as you guys saw, you were able to get polymer bundles from Fossa on Venus, meaning you can get polymer bundles on Venus, period. In fact, you can also get polymer bundles here on Mercury, I believe. Yeah. So if we were to press the right, that's not it. If we were to press the right stick, it would bring up this little menu right here, which shows you everything you can get on a planet. On Mercury, we can get more fixed ferrite, polymer bundles, and detonite ampules. If I press right stick again, you can deploy an extractor. What extractors will do is they'll just collect resources for you, but they have to be emptied like every 5 seconds. So, plus I haven't found a good planet to do it on. And here on Venus, we have alloy plates, polymer bundles, circuits, and field run samples. So if you want field run samples, you come to Venus and do maybe a survival mission. And if you want detonite ampules, you come to Mercury, maybe do a survival mission. Now, every single one of these planets will have something like that. Earth here has ferrite, rubro, or just get out of my way before I mute you, neurones, and detonite ampules. Detonite ampules? I'm probably not saying that right. I'm not going to go to that planet because reasons, and because I don't have to. Mars here gives more fixed salvage, gallium, and field run samples. So if you once again want field run samples, you can come here. Phobos, so most beginner weapons need a material called a plastid. Plastids are stupid. I'm just going to say that. They're really dumb. You need a lot of them, but you don't get a lot of them. They are that one resource that don't drop a lot of. They drop consistently, but they don't drop a lot of them. But you still need a lot of them. Okay? Let me just tell you now, it's annoying. So what I did is I just farmed this mission. Yeah, I farmed this mission until I had everything Gulliver here. And then, of course, the only planet that I think doesn't have something like that on is it Uranus or is it Neptune? Is it Neptune? Hold on. I'm pretty sure it's Neptune here, actually. Is it? It looks like it is. I've never seen that tile. I've never seen that before. I might do that later. I want to see what that is. Is that Uranus then? Oh, yes. Okay, it's on Uranus. So sometimes they'll have hidden resources like Uranus here. As you can see, it has your standard polymer bundles, plastids, gallium, and ampules. Detonite ampules. However, play a couple missions on this planet. I believe I played here a few times. That's not what I wanted to do. And I believe I also played either Stefano or where is it? Is it this one? No. Puck, maybe? Alright, anyway. I played a couple of these missions. Oh, here it is. Here we go. Missions on this planet will give you a resource known as tellurium. Tellurium is a resource that's not going to drop ever, but is really useful. Let me just tell you that now. It's all RNG basis, okay? So if you want to ever know how to get either of these consistently and the best way, there's a YouTuber named MCGamerZ. I've mentioned him in a million of my videos. He does resource guides and how you can get all the resources the best way possible. But at the end of the day, all these resource drops are going to be RNG basis, and if you get lucky, you get lucky. If you get 7 tellurium in one mission, I'm going to come to your house and kill you. If you get 2, I'm going to cry for you. They drop on this planet, or if we look at this mission right here, this is a special mission. This is called an Arcwing mission. Arcwing are essentially your jetpacks. They're really, really cool sometimes. Some in space, they're really cool. On the planes, they're even cooler. Underwater, they're garbage, period. Arcwing is cool. Sharkwing, not so much. These will also drop tellurium. Now, there's another resource called an argon crystal. I know, not done yet, but they only drop in the void, period. There's no special missions here. And, oh, wait, there's still more, sorry. If we go back in here into navigation, press right bumper, we can see all of these missions right here. We have the Help Clem, Maru's Bazaar, And this is a special one. This, I believe, is a gift of the Lotus. It doesn't say it for some reason. But it's active for 30 days, meaning I should probably do this just to do it. Oh my god, it's so low level. I should probably do it just to do it. That's still low level. But they'll reward you different things. This one rewards you the Noggle statue, which is basically a bobblehead version of the Jade Excalibur. I actually already have one. That's why I haven't done it yet. These will give you... how many credits? It doesn't actually say. Oh, 4,000. Wait. No? Huh. Is that it? Oh, okay. It just gives you the 4,000 credits. Okay. This gives you a head skin. Shut up, computer! As you can see, if you look at my Loki, this is his head skin. Yeah. This is a head skin for Oberon. So, yeah. Endo here, I'll talk about that later. These are your invasion missions. They will give you, if I move over here. So, let's say this. This is an invasion. You have the Infestation and the Corpus. Those are two of your factions. You can only support with the Corpus, but normally if it's the Corpus versus the Grineer, you can either support the Grineer or support the Corpus. Whatever you choose depends on this reward right here. Because I can only support the Corpus, I will get to fight the forward boss, which will draw parts for the Nyx Warframe, while also, if I do it 3 times, will give me 2 mutagen masks, which are very useful. Let's see if I can find an invasion that's the Corpus and the Grineer. Let's try this one. Let's see, this one. Corpus Siege. Here we go. Okay, Corpus and Grineer. If I side with the Corpus, I can get the Snipetron Vandal Receiver. If I sided with the Grineer, I can get the Strun Wraith. Sometimes it's depending on which gun part you want to get, or it just depends on who you like better. Now there are, and then there are these. Once these circles are complete, either the Fomorian or the Razorback Armada will show up. The Razorback is essentially a giant quadruped like the one I just fought, on steroids. The Fomorian, if you watch one of the trailers for Warframe, it's that space battle I was just talking about. Excalibur actually jumps into the Fomorian and just slashes everything inside of it into bits. I'll just say that's the Fomorian. I don't even know how to describe this thing. It's like a giant... medicine pill or whatever. It's like a giant pill with a laser beam coming out of it. These are your syndicates. Syndicates are essentially the clans in this game. There are 5 of them, I believe, and they're accessed once you reach Master Rank 2. They're accessed right here. Oh, there's 6 of them. So we have Steel Meridian, Arbiters of Hexus, Cephalon Suda, the Parent Sequence, Red Veil, and New Loka, as you can see. And these blue bars determine how good you are with either of these. If they're red, then these two right here, being Arbiters of Hexus and Cephalon Suda, they don't like me. If they're gray, then you're neutral. If they're blue, they love you. Period. As you can see, Red Veil here, these kind of edgy-looking dudes. There you go, edgy-looking guy right here. They like me. And it also tells you that the Red Veil are enemies to Arbiters of Hexus and opposed to Cephalon Suda. But they're allied with the Steel Meridian, and that's why I'm neutral with the Steel Meridian at the moment. So, why do I have these two? Well, first of all, we can obviously see nothing with New Loka. But if I go to New Loka over here, Zach, what the flip? The flip-flop! Of course, Fortnite. It only makes sense. But if I go to New Loka over here, you can see they're allied with the Parent Sequence. That's also why I am neutral with them. Not earning anything, not losing anything. They're opposed to the Steel Meridian, and their enemy is Cephalon Suda, so that's why I'm apparently against Cephalon Suda. But here's the thing. I haven't been complete enemied to Steel Meridian, because what you have to do in order to get what is called standing with these guys, which are those blue bars. If I went down here to the offerings, you could see my standing is 110 out of 135. I could buy every single one of these, including all these. Can I buy one of these right now? I can buy this right now if I wanted to. I could almost buy that. This is probably the greatest thing in the world, too. I could buy any of those because I'm so high ranked in them. I'm Exalted, which is the highest rank you can be. in Red Veil, and Flawless, which is also the highest rank you can be in New Loka. So, and you buy augment mods. Let's see, here we go. I actually have this one right here, Despoil. Very useful mod. What they do is they change Warframe's abilities and how they work. Well, you'll still do the same ability, but it'll work a different way. This Despoil, what Despoil used to do before this augment mod came up, is it would take away energy. It would be an energy draining mod. So every time it was used to desecrate an enemy, it would take away energy. Now with this, it takes away health. However, Desecrate loves, and I mean is basically married to dropping health. So, I'm basically constantly desecrating enemies while I'm immortal. It's awesome. And then, there's mods for every other Warframe in the game, and then you have the special Syndicate weapons, which have a built-in Syndicate proc, I believe. Red Veil will just create a massive explosion around you, and then New Loka will do the same thing, but they'll do it with, radiation. So, how do you get standing with the Syndicates? Look I'd say, right in between those two white plates. There's kind of like a little circle, feather-looking thing. That is a sigil. In fact, how about I show you guys real quick? That's the wrong thing. Here we go. Let me show you. If I go over to Syandana real quick, just give me a second. I want to take this off so you guys can see it better. There you go. If I go down here to Regalia, go to Back Sigil, I have the Assassin Sigil. This will give you plus 15% standing, along with also giving you the normal percent of standing with Red Veil. Oh, good lord, I should probably make this into a two-parter. Alright. There's a lot of sigils depending on what you like, what you want to use. My favorite to use on the back is well, I don't have a favorite for the back, sorry. It's whatever syndicate I happen to be a part of right now. So this is my bounty sigil for New Loka, and here's my assassin sigil for Red Veil. There's supposed to be a better New Loka sigil. Did I not get it? Oh no, it's right here. Here we go. Humanity sigil for New Loka. So let's say I ever wanted to start earning standing for New Loka, I could just pop that on, and there you go. Now I'm earning standing for New Loka. However, I want to earn standing for Red Veil. So, and I think my favorite sigil to use on the front is the Stalker sigil, which you get from just killing the Stalker. It's kind of hard to see under, it's like that line, that white line right there, and then those lines also right there. The glowy, kind of bluish, whitish glowy bits. Not this thing in the middle, but above that, that's the Stalker sigil, just sitting underneath my chest piece. Now, I'm going to tell you guys what is essentially the end game of Warframe. As you guys can see here, actually, let me just do a little bit of this real quick. No, I don't like it. I'm going to grab my cape. There we go. Alright, I'm going to go to my Warframe, which I think is the best Warframe. Look, my best looking Warframe I've ever made. Ever. Okay? Rock it down here. Press X. Move over to B. And here you go. This is what I call my Mirage Prime Prime. It's normal Mirage Prime, but with a Prime look to her. So this is what the end game of Warframe is. This is what you're working to in Wargame. Wargame in Warframe. Fashion frame. It's essentially just make the thing look sexy. Make it look good. Make it stand out. And make everybody in your lobby say, "Dang! That's one good looking Warframe!" And Mirage here is perfect for that. So, I'm going to show you guys my favorite way to fashion frame. Let's see, who should I use? Should I use Ember? Yeah, I guess I'll use Ember. She's rocking my kind of edgy Ember look that I put on every Warframe. I have an edgy look to them that kind of makes them look black and red, some very dark reds. We got my, I'm just going to name this off the top of my head, my Acid Fire Ember. And then saw this in the intro clip. my blue fire ember, which I used for the intro clip. I think this one looks very nice. So what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to hit default colors right here, and as you can see, this is just normal ember, no colors, no nothing. Hold on a sec. There we go, now the fire's back to normal. Okay, so here's what I like to do when fashion framing. I like to get a base color of black, so a primary color of black, and then just depending on what looks nice, I'm going for a prime look here, so I'm going to take a white, and now I'm going to take, let's see, should I go black? Should I go black? Yeah, I'll go with black. Okay. Now, here's what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to do the accents. You'll look right here, it says accents. Why? I mean, look at that. That gold already looks really good. I don't need to add more gold onto it. However, I'm going to take my energy color, I'm going to make it white, and there you go. This is just the base looking Ember Prime. So, what do we do now? Well, if I go down here to attachments, hit chest armor, I can either add that thing or that thing. Or heck, if I wanted to, I could support cancer. Yay. No, I'm kidding. It's not actually a cancer supporting. It's a harmony ribbon. I'm not sure if it's actually meant. It just says ribbon of support. I'm pretty sure it's actually meant for cancer. But I think I'm going to go with this just because it looks the coolest. Let's take some leg armor. I think I will equip. You look down my ankles, you can see what I have equipped at the moment. And now what I can do is I can just hit copy main colors and boom. Now my leg pieces and my chest piece look exactly like my warframe. So, now what? Well, we're not done yet. My back looks kind of plain. How about we add a Sayandana? I can either add a little flame that grows bigger if I get a stealth takedown. I can add a kind of dinky looking cape. I could add a legit cape. I could add this thing. I don't even know what to call this. Or I can add this. I think what I will do is I will add this because it's simple, but it looks good. So, go back down to copy main colors, and there you go. Now it looks exactly like main, except a little too much white, maybe. Maybe I'll change that, actually. Let's see if I can make that look any better. Maybe make the tertiary white, just to... Yeah, that looks much gooder. Okay. Alright, yeah, that looks much better. So this is a pretty much 90% done. This is optional right here. You can either go with the agile right here, or you can go with the noble stance. I like the noble stances better because on everybody except Valkyr, the noble stance looks better. So, what now? We can go with the regalia again. Do I even? No, I don't. Okay. Okay. So, for what can I do for my chest sigil? Well, you get specific sigils for beating bosses. There's a boss in the game called Sargus Rook, I think. Yeah, Sargus Rook right here, and he is all based around fire. So, if you look at her chest stomach area, you can see it's kind of flamey. It's got some white fire going on there. I can make it bigger, make it smaller. Let's see, there we go. Whoa, okay. Or, I can make it taller. I can make it shorter. I can do whatever I want with it, honestly. Maybe move it to the side, move it to the right, move it to the left, move to the right. Maybe go up, maybe go down. And then I can make just how seeable it is. Ooh, I like that. That looks nice. I'll take that. Excuse me, Space Mom. Excuse me, Space Mom. I'm talking. Thank you. What I think I will do is I'm going to move it up, and then I'm going to rotate it, and I'm going to make it brighter so you can at least see it. That's not the best, actually. Rotate it again. Let's see how that looks. I think that looks much better. Yeah, that looks much better. Sort of. It's kind of... Yeah, you can only really see it around this area right here. Well, you can't see it at all up here. But I say that's okay. Yeah, okay. Now that we have that done, the back sigil... Well, the back is mainly used for whatever faction I want to go for. If I want to go for maybe Red Veil right here, like I normally do.
And then I'll probably just make it maybe white. There you go. There, it's white. Make it as see-through or as not as see-through as I want. And there you go. That's how you fashion frame. This whole segment was an hour long. I'm probably going to put like a little warning at the beginning of it, saying like, this is going to take a while to figure everything out. Alright, so we have our Ceranos Prime, which I'm going to change to my Prime look, our Lex Prime, and my baby, the Gwendal. So, what can we do with all this? Well, we can either go murder everything on this star chart, or we can head over to, that was destroyed, to the Vesper Relay here. This is like a little safe space for your Tenno. Nobody can hurt each other or anything. And just show off. Or you can do probably the smart thing and create a clan. As you can see, I have the Limbos right here for anybody who has played Warframe. Limbo is one of the most hated Warframes in the game, and I absolutely love him because he's the greatest Warframe in the game. Because seriously, who says no to immortality? I mean, come on. Actually, that's probably a good idea, saying no to immortality, because living forever is kind of miserable. So, this is Limbo. This is actually Limbo Prime. There's one last thing I want to go over, and that's primes. As you guys probably heard me talking about prime warframes. Limbo Prime, or prime weapons being Tigress Prime, and all that. Prime warframes, they're kind of difficult to explain. They're better than normal warframes, but not by a large margin. So, if I went to the Codex and went to warframes, we can see we have regular Banshee right here with all of her good stuff, and you can see her stats being her armor, energy, health, shield, and sprint speed. And that, we can see all her abilities and a little description of her. So, if we move over to Banshee Prime, take note of what you saw on regular Banshee. We can go down here, and she has slightly increased stats. I already noticed plus 0.15 sprint speed, and I think she has more energy as well. She has the exact same abilities. I think her passive is different. Basically, everything but the look, as you can obviously see, and a few of the stats are exactly the same. So it's up to you if you want to decide if Prime Warframes are actually worth it or not. But I mean, come on. There's a little special thing in this game called an Umbra Warframe. An Umbra Warframe is a special Warframe that I don't even know what happened to it. It was explained to me. But it's different. They're like primes. They're very similar to primes. They're retardedly similar to primes, almost to the point where they're the same thing, but they're not. So, let's take a look at one of the very starting frames. In fact, the Warframe I suggest every person who's never played Warframe start out with, because he is the best starter Warframe. Excalibur. His form abilities, Slash, Radial Blind, Radial Javelin, and Exalted Blade. He is the balance. He's not specifically geared towards anything. He's your medium. He's not geared towards speed, healing, strength, defense, or anything. He's your balance. Now that we have normal Excalibur, let's move over to the special one, Umbra. This was only recently introduced. As you can probably see, his stats are much better than regular Excalibur. His passive is obviously different, but the abilities are the exact same. So, thanks a lot, Narwhal. You could make the argument that primes aren't, much better than normal Warframes, but probably everybody that's a veteran Warframe player is going to argue back at you. We were talking about Archwings a little early ago. These are the Archwings. We have the Elatron, the Odonta, the Amisha, the Itzel, and the Odonta Prime. Right now, the Odonta Prime is the only Prime Archwing. I'm currently rocking this motherfudger right here. The Elatron has great health, energy, shields, and does a lot of damage. In fact, Warhead here is probably one of my favorite Archwing's abilities, because the thing quite literally launches a nuke. Yeah, but those are Prime Warframes. Now, what's left? To get Prime Warframes and weapons, they are very hard. They're not like normal Warframes. You can't just buy them. You can't just buy the blueprint like oh, hey! I didn't even see this! Oh, sweet, this is back. Is there anything else that I missed? No. Okay. So let's take a look real quick. This is what I love the most. If you look right here, you have free Prime with Twitch. Meaning if you have a Twitch Prime account and you... That's not what I wanted to do. Excuse me, go back, please. Go back! Okay, back to this. If you want to, then you have a Twitch Prime account, you can get a free warframe, a free Prime warframe. But we're not talking about that right now. Right now, the Limbo Prime access is up. Limbo Prime being the warframe I'm rocking right now. If you want, you can buy Limbo Prime. As you can see, it's $80 to buy Limbo Prime. However, it includes all this right here. Okay, so everything you see right here, it includes that. So honestly, it's probably a little overpriced, but not bad in all. Comes with a warframe, a weapon, 2 weapons technically, a glyph, a sigil, and all that. In fact, see these weapons right here and this warframe, this amazing looking sexy warframe, you're not technically paying for them. If you look right here, there's 2,625 platinum. That's what you're paying for. You're paying for the platinum, not the warframe or anything else. However, don't buy this. Just don't. It's not hard to get this guy. You can get all of his parts and everything there, including the platinum, might I say, from just playing the game. Here are your void relics. These are your best friends when it comes to getting prime parts. As you can see, we have the Meso era, the Lith era, the Meso era, the Neo era, and the Axie era. Each of these being a specific rarity, and each of these having specific prime parts. If we look right here, we have the Paris Prime, the Tigris Prime, the Braton, the Orthos, and the Ballistica Prime. The colors are your rarity, so bronze being the easiest to get, silver being a mid-range, and gold being the hardest. Now what you can do is these aren't loot boxes, essentially. A, you can't buy these. And B, if you want, look right here. You have exceptional, flawless, and radiant. With some void traces that you get just by opening these, you can make them better. If I were to make this radiant, as you can see, these little bars right here are, once again, your rarity. They're up, meaning you're more than likely going to get a bronze part than anything else. Or you can get a silver part if you're lucky, but if you're stupid lucky, you can get a gold part. However, if you make it exceptional, the bronze goes down, the silver goes up, and so does the gold, making it easier to get those. If you go flawless, they go up even more. And radiant is the best, because it gives you the best chance for getting that gold part, which is what you want. You want the gold part because that's the hardest part to get. As you can see, we have the Necros Prime blueprint here. If I go over here, Glaive Prime blueprint. You want the gold parts, because the gold parts are hard to get, and they're worth more. I didn't even know I had this. Oh my god, this is retarded useful. A Bolter Prime blueprint. Hey, maybe I want that. Let's make it radiant. As you can see, it's now radiant, and I have a better chance of getting that Bolter Prime blueprint. I'm probably not going to get it just because. Because I can't tell you why exactly. But RNG, I guess. Or hey, maybe I want to go for a Meso relic. Well, let's find what I want. Let's see. How about a warframe I don't already have? Let's take a look. I have a lot of Meso relics here. Give me a second. I could go for... I already have Sarin Prime. Do I have Tiburon Prime? No. I think I'm close, though. I have Banshee Prime, Sylvan Aegis Prime. I could even go for Limbo or Zephyr Prime if I wanted to. Heck, I can go for Sylvan Aegis right here. Sylvan Aegis is a very good weapon, by the way. Or hey, I can go to Neo, which they're the exact same thing, except you get better crap. Each time you go up in arrow ranking, you'll get better stuff. You'll get different warframe parts, weapon parts, and all that. Just remember, and I'm going to say this again, these things are not pay to win, because you can tip these in your favor. You can make them give you what they give them. You can make them give you what you want. Better. You can't literally just smack them in the face and say, give me this. Obviously, your Axie relics are going to be the hardest ones to get. If you want to learn how to get these relics, I'm not going into depth on them, but but all I'm going to say is AABC. That's your rotation rewards. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Okay? Now, remember how I said that you can get platinum in-game? There's a little thing. If I press left trigger, I have my clan chat. This is what everybody in the Limbros can see. If I wanted to type hello, I could, and everybody in the Limbros would see. Currently, I'm the only one on because it's like, what time is it? It's 10 o'clock at night, and I'm recording an hour-long video, good lord. However, if I hit right bumper, I can go into region chat, which is just, you know, this guy's asking, where do you get gallium? I could just type in here, Mars. It's a rare drop on Mars. That's about it. If I go over again, here's recruiting chat. People will type in 3-digit numbers. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. 545. Yeah. What those numbers mean is if you want to join someone, you type in 545, and they'll invite you. Axie Defense 327. If I wanted to join him, I could just type in 327, I'd get an invite, and we'd go do that Axie Defense. By the way, there's no mission called Axie Defense. He's just meaning, hey, let's go farm for Axie relics. And this is where you make your trades. Yeah, you can see these people are going at it. Okay, it slowed down for a second. WTS, it means want to sell. That means someone is selling, let's see if there's an example. Oh, Blind Rage and Narrow-Minded for 25p. P is your platinum price, and there you go. PMO, I don't know what it stands for, but it means message me a price. WTB means want to buy. That means they want to buy, let's say this Lex ribbon, MR10. Anyway, let's nope. Come on. Why do all you people? Oh, here we go. I have no idea what he's saying right there. Come on. Is that a mod? Oh, it's a that. Oh, good lord, Venka gauntlets. Thank you for actually something I can use. Venka gauntlets. He's wanting to buy the gauntlets for the Venka Prime, which I don't blame him at all. They're stupidly hard to get. Seriously, they're dumb. They're very dumb. Plus, they're vaulted. So what you do is you put in want to sell, and then let's say, here, what could I do? I could definitely do something. I know I could, but I'm not going to. If I, here we go, prime parts. Let's say I wanted to sell this Akbolto. The Akbolto is a dual pistol. These recently came out with the recently released Mirage Prime. Obviously, I believe they've been vaulted. What vaulted means is you can't get them anymore until they're unvaulted. Once they're unvaulted, they're free to be farmed. Let's see. Oh, here we go. The Galatine Prime. This is the Galatine, okay? The Galatine Prime is essentially the strongest sword in the flippin' game. It very much competes with the War, being one of the second strongest swords in the game, wielded by Stalker. So, let's see, what could I do? I could probably sell that Galatine Prime and make a good amount of plant off of it. In fact, I also have a blade for it. In fact, I also have a handle for it. Heck, I have a blueprint for it. Maybe in a couple months, when the price actually goes up, I could sell a fully built Galatine Prime. I could sell this right here. I could sell all of this. Okay, except the orc itself. I could sell the blueprint, the blade, and the handle. I could sell all of that. And in a couple months, depending on how the market goes, I could probably sell that for a good couple hundred plat. What could I do with a couple hundred plat? Well, first of all, I could get out of this messaging. Thank you. What could I do with 100 plat? Oh. Everybody, let's see. Are there any ribbons going up? Don't ask what ribbons are. You'll know. If you decide to play this game, then you'll know. But I can't do spoilers. Here we go. This is a ribbon. That's not a ribbon. This is a ribbon. Yeah, here we go. That is a not horrible. That's actually that's a pretty good ribbon, too. That's a really good ribbon. How much is he selling that for? I don't even know. It's gone. But I could buy that ribbon, depending on how much I make. Seriously, the Galatine and the Tigris Prime were recently vaulted. The Tigris Prime is one of the absolute strongest holy crap shotguns in the game. And if you think differently, well, you're wrong. Period. End of story. Nothing to say. This is the Tigris Prime. If you think there's something stronger than it, you're wrong. You're just wrong, okay? If you want to argue about that, don't. You're wrong. That's not getting cut out either. I don't care. You're wrong. How much you want? I bet you anything like 90% of the people in this class haven't even played Warframe. I want to see that. I want to see your hands. Raise your hands if you played Warframe. Huh. I don't know what I'm looking at right now. Okay. Well, if you have played Warframe, good for you. But just for your well-being, just remember, Tigris Prime is the best. Alright, that's probably not everything. I bet there's even more I can go into. I'm probably also going to cut like 90% of it out, because this video has now reached an hour and 50 minutes. Well, guess what? The review was already half an hour long, so holy shit! Ah! 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 Okay. That scared me. Thanks for watching. That's the end of scene 4. Oh my god. Yeah, that's so staying in.